Groundbreaking research by Kathleen Wendt, a postdoctoral scholar at the Oregon State University in Corvallis, Oregon, along with several international collaborators, shows that the present-day rate of increase in the atmospheric concentration of the greenhouse gas carbon dioxide is at least 10 times more rapid than at any time in the past 50,000 years. This is clear evidence that the current episode of global warming is being driven primarily by the combustion of fossil fuels. Wendt and her colleagues observed that the last global glacial period was punctuated by cold intervals in the North Atlantic region that culminated in extensive iceberg discharge events. These cold intervals are known as Heinrich stadials, and they're associated with abrupt climate shifts worldwide. They have identified 5 of these Heinrich stadials, shown by the gray areas in the figure going back some 55,000 years before the present. 4 of the 5 Heinrich stadials were associated with rapid short-term increases in atmospheric carbon dioxide levels. While we have carbon dioxide measurements from ice core data that go back more than 700,000 years, the time resolution in those measurements typically was a century or more, so that it was not possible to identify short duration changes in atmospheric CO2 levels. Wendt and her colleagues have been able to obtain ice core information from the West Arctic ice sheet divide with much improved time resolution, so it was possible for them to observe the short-term jumps in atmospheric CO2 levels associated with the Heinrich stadials. If you look very closely at the bottom curves in the above figures, you can see these sudden jumps in CO2 levels. These represent the most rapid changes in atmospheric CO2 levels associated with natural processes that we know of. This chart shows these very short-term jumps in atmospheric methane and atmospheric CO2 with much greater time detail. The key result is that the most rapid change in atmospheric CO2 level was 14 plus or minus 1 parts per million over a 55 plus or minus 10-year period. This is an order of magnitude less than the current rate of increase in atmospheric CO2 levels that is occurring because of worldwide combustion of fossil fuels. We know from direct measurements that the level of carbon dioxide in our atmosphere recently has been increasing at about 2.5 parts per million per year. This is at least 10 times faster than at any time in the last 55,000 years. What we can conclude from this work of Wendt and her colleagues is that the current episode of global warming that began with the Industrial Revolution is being driven primarily by the burning of fossil fuels and not by any natural process. Climate change skeptics no longer can appeal to possible natural processes as the reason for the current episode of global warming. I hope that you have found this short video informative. If you have any questions or comments, please post them in the comments section of the video, and I will do my best to respond. Please take some time also to watch some of my other videos, and thanks for watching this one.